Peace, family. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing tonight? Come on in. I have missed you guys. I was gonna go live last night, but I had a toothache and I still low-key do, but we're gonna work through it just because, the algorithm don't give a damn about your personal life. So we still gonna go live tonight. Welcome you guys. Come on in. If we are meeting for the first time, I am Yinka, your favorite womb goddess, and I help women balance their hormones in 90 days by using holistic methods. If you guys are interested in having conversations about divine feminine energy, sexuality, spirituality, and overall womb health, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because there's plenty of videos where it's come from. But if y'all are here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Pardon my delay, but come on in, you guys. Come on in, and if you are new, make sure y'all drop your names down in the comments so that I can address you properly throughout the live, because I'm community oriented and I want to know y'all personally. So make sure y'all drop your names down in the comments. Share this video. Tonight we are talking about healing, your healing journey, and how to navigate your mental health during your healing journey, because I feel like a lot of times we want to rush the process, or we come into this awakening and we forget that this is still a process. Like, yes, you're not at the beginning. You're not at the beginning of your journey, but it's still a journey. You still aren't exactly where you need to be to become the person that you want to become. So how to not rush the process, but enjoy the process, and be able to see things full circle. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. So I do have, I try to keep my notes so we can stay under an hour. We have a little bit of time on TikTok. On YouTube, we do have a little bit of time, but I do want to, I do have my notes just so I could stay on topic, but at the same time, y'all know I like to let spirit flow. And even right before, because I typically don't know what I'm talking about before we come on here, and then I meditate real quick, and then spirit will give me something. So I just jotted down what spirit just gave me right before I came on live. So, hey Monet, I ain't seen you in a little minute, girl. Where you been? Where you been, sis? So yes, y'all, I'm gonna let spirit flow per usual, but I hope this information is helpful for you guys. Make sure y'all give it a thumbs up so that we can get in the good graces of the YouTube guys. It does really truly help a lot. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Share the video so we can get some more friends. Before we even get started though, y'all, I do want to let y'all know, since I do see my Buki, Monet, I do want to let you guys know I am going to go live on TikTok tonight. I'm going to do some readings on TikTok tonight. I'm going to do it. If they don't shut me down. But I did say I was going to go live on TikTok tonight. It's definitely not going to be like one of our usual long sessions, but I'll give it about an hour. I am going to do some readings tonight just because I've been called to do so. So we will do some readings once I get off live here. But yes, you guys, I wanted to first say that we have officially launched a 90-day program. If you guys do not know what the 90-day program is, like I said, I help women balance their hormones in 90 days. So we have a 90-day hormone challenge. I typically used to do it with one-on-one clients. Say getting myself together. I've been feeling good. How are you? I feel amazing, love, and I'm glad to hear it. Definitely prioritize self. I be worried about y'all, but I definitely been seeing you do your thing on TikTok. That glitter set you just did on TikTok, I was like, girl, I miss my grippers. I miss my grippers so bad. But I definitely been seeing you do your thing, girl. So continue to work on you for sure. But yes, y'all, what was I about to say? Yeah, the 90-day program. So I usually do it with my one-on-ones, but now we are launching it to do it in a group setting. So we take 5 to 10 people. We're taking 5 because this is a very intense course. And it's typically just me, but I do have one of my VIP students helping me with it. So we're still taking about 5. You're welcome, love. We're taking about 5 people for the 90-day program, but we did open up because a lot of people were saying, they didn't have the investment to do the 90-day program. So we are doing the 30-day program option as well. You still will have to get vetted out. You still will have to do the consultation and make sure that this is a program for you. But we will be launching at February. Well, it's already launched. It's already available for you guys to go purchase it. The link is in my bio or the description. And you can go ahead and sign up with your consultation and book your consultation. The consultation is free. However, I've been seeing, hey, my love, I've been seeing people booking already, and people, I don't know if it's just me. Let me know if y'all are business owners, if y'all have people who book consultations, or if you do have consultation. Maybe it's just me and my nerves, but I hate when people book stuff a week out. I don't know why, but I just do. I just feel like the stats show that people who book stuff out as far as they possibly can, they typically do not come to those bookings. They don't come to those appointments, especially when it's free. Like, I don't be wanting to charge y'all for consultations. I really don't. But it's too many people taking up space on my books that don't tend to come. So I don't personally like when people book out so far. So when you are booking, make sure that you booking it within like the next 2 to 3 days. Like, I do understand that, people got my availability is not open all day long, but y'all try to book try to book as soon as possible and not a week out, because you tend to forget. You're gonna forget. I mean, you know how many people have signed up for the medicine woman course and haven't shown up? Like, people just tend to forget, especially when you're not paying a deposit for it. So please, if you guys are signing up to get a consultation to join the hormone challenge, make sure that y'all are signing up as soon as possible, or that you are setting your alarm so that you can book so that you know that you're going to meet the appointment. And make sure that you're in the right time zone, because we are in Central Time. So when you're booking it, it's for Central Time. So make sure that the time zones match wherever you are. That's the only thing that I ask y'all. So that's that. We have officially launched that. So the bookings are open and available. I'm only taking 5 people, and then my student is going to take 5 people for the 30-day challenge. I'm doing the 90-day challenge, but we're going to all be together in the same vibes. I mean, in the same chat and stuff like that. But it is separate. So what you guys can expect with the 90-day challenge, the 90-day hormone challenge, that is a bigger investment. So with that investment, it does come with 90 days worth of herbs. It does come with you meeting with me personally, just like this, 3 days out of the week, 3 whole days for at least an hour each meeting. And it also comes with, I gave them bonuses, like bonus herbs, like drinking herbs last time. I don't think I'm going to do it this time. We'll just see, but it also will come with, at the end, if you do complete it, at the end, we are going to be going on a luxury retreat, and your ticket will cover. If you complete it, your ticket will cover your stay. It just won't cover your flight and stuff like that, but it will cover whatever we do at the retreat as well. So after you have worked hard, after you have balanced your hormones and done the work, we want to treat you to a luxury resort, and where all of us have been meeting up virtually. We will all come together as a sisterhood, because we're gonna be like this by the end of those. Like, by the end of the 30-day challenge is very intimate, but for sure by the end of 90 days, we're gonna be real locked in. We're gonna be real close. We'll be a sisterhood. We're gonna be a tribe, close knit. So what better way to meet up with everybody in person, somewhere tropical, somewhere where we can all decompress and finally release everything else that we have to that we have to release as a group together. So that is what your investment will get you, plus amongst some other things, of course, but those are the main perks that you get from this challenge. And the overall objective is for you to balance your hormones so that you can avoid a hysterectomy, so that you can get off those medications. I was just watching a sister's live stream or video, I don't know if it was live or not, about her having fibroids, and she had she had the surgery, and then they came back and they got her on medications. Like, y'all, I don't want to sound like I'm anti technology, but the shit doesn't work. It's not designed to work. It's designed to keep you in there. She specifically talked about how they told her that she had 8. They only removed 7, and then she got 3 more. And she asked them why they didn't remove the last one, and they just said, "Oh, I just got what I could see," versus just taking them all out. So y'all, the system was not meant for you to actually heal. Join a program, invest into yourself so that you can actually heal. I don't want you to come back to another 90-day program. Once you spend that money, and you're able to invest in the 30-day program, in the 90-day program, you won't need to come back. I'll have you equipped with the tools for you to never have to come back again, because it requires a lifestyle change. No amount of drugs you take, no amount of surgeries you're going to take is going to be able to heal you. And if you haven't removed the main cause as to why you are sick in the first place, it's going to keep coming back. Is going to keep reoccurring until you ultimately have to have a hysterectomy. And that is my ultimate goal, to stop Black women from having hysterectomies. So please invest in yourself. If y'all know anybody who's suffering with anything like that, please let me know, or let them know about this program so that we can help heal our community, y'all. That's what we're here for. So let's go ahead and get into it. So for those of you guys who know me, like I said, I am Oshun Yinka. For those of you who don't know me, I am Oshun Yinka, and I help women balance their hormones naturally by using holistic methods. So this is mind, body, and soul, and that is what we talk about on this channel: spirituality, the divine feminine, and healing your womb space holistically. So tonight we are going to be talking about how to gracefully go through your healing process. So a lot of people are now in their awakening. A lot of people, especially now that we're at the beginning of the year, a lot of people are in the gym more. They had their resolutions, they got their vision boards made, and sad to say, a majority of you guys, I want to say maybe 95% of you guys, nothing's going to change for you this year. Nothing's going to change because you have not done the proper steps to be able to maintain the momentum that you have right now, which is what we see every single year. Everybody gets hyped up at the beginning of the year. Everybody is a new me, is a new them, or whatever the case is. But we don't see that same momentum past February. Once that tax money gone, it's back to the same old bullshit. It's back to the same old people around you that helped you lose your money the first time. It's back to the same old habits that got you sick in the first place. Everybody was eating better. It's after the holidays. Let me lose this baby fat. Let me lose this holiday fat. Let me get summer body ready. All this motivation in the first couple of years, couple of months, and then soon as March hit, back to where we started. So these are going to be steps that I'm giving you guys right now. These are steps for you to keep the momentum and for you to stay consistent on your journey. We have to stay consistent on the journey. That is how we see real results. Consistency is the key to all success. We have to be able to keep the momentum going. So the first way for you to be gracious, the first way for you to continue with this healing process is to show yourself grace. A lot of times on this journey, when we come to our awakening, we tend to forget that we're still growing. We tend to feel like once we've hit this epiphany and we've told people, that we've had this awakening, and people see us doing new things, that we're not supposed to make any mistakes, to the point where we might feel like that. And then, okay, we're not supposed to make mistakes. And then when you do make a mistake, it's like, oh, well, I'm not capable of doing this. Or I knew it was too good to be true. Or I knew I wasn't ready. Or I knew it wasn't for everybody. That's when we start to bring that self-doubt back. We start to let that scared inner child show back up, versus us showing up in the way that we know we've become. Like, healing is not something that happens overnight. Your awakening might happen overnight, but the healing process. Hey, Danny Love. I'm amazing, love. How are you? The healing process is not overnight. We are on a healing journey for the rest of our lives. And one of my mentors, that she uses the term on a wellness journey, and I start to use that as I speak now as well, because she says when you say healing, or when people say come to me heal, you're speaking in a fictional sense. You're speaking in it's an unmeasurable sense, because there's no such thing as being healed. We are always healing. We are always on a wellness journey, because we want to strive to be well, not to be healed. There's a difference between the two. That's good, love. Welcome. So So we want to make sure that we are being mindful that this is a journey. This is not, even though you've come to an epiphany, even though you've come to an awakening, it does not necessarily mean that you are never going to make a mistake. It doesn't mean that you are never going to do something that is not conducive to your wellness. It just means that you are now aware. So where you used to hang out, and one thing about it, this is one thing when it comes to showing yourself grace. One thing about it is when you feel like you let yourself down, when you feel like, you're doing something that's not good, or you're punishing yourself, that is a good sign. That is a good sign that you feel convicted. That means that you're closer to your God body than you are to your human body. That says a lot. When we talk about, like in Christianity, they talk about sin takes you away from God. When you are sinning, that is you causing affliction. Sin is anything that you are doing that goes against your higher self. That's generally what the term sin is. You're going against your higher self. So when you are doing things that you know for sure is against your higher self, there's a reason why you feel like, oh, I can't do this, or let me not pray, or let me not meditate, let me not hop back into it doing what I was doing. The reason why is because you feel convicted. You feel like you're harming yourself because you're taking yourself away from God. That is a good sign. The more that you are in your human body and you feel, the more you're like, well, fuck it, I don't care, like we all gotta die anyways, or I don't care, I'm gonna do what makes me happy, fuck it. The more you are in that state, that's a bad sign. That's a sign that you're not growing. That's a sign that you're getting comfortable in your dysfunction. You're getting comfortable in your lower frequencies. The more that you are doing well, and then you fuck up, and then you're like, damn, I knew I wasn't supposed to do that. That's a good sign. So you have to be able to show yourself grace on this journey and say, hey, play as fuck up. It's okay. It's okay, but at least I have the consciousness to know that this isn't right. This is not okay. And when you start to make excuses as to why you're messing up versus saying, how can I not make that decision tomorrow? That's when we have a problem. So instead of making excuses, instead of counting yourself out, instead of having this self-sabotaging mindset again, because we've grown past that, instead of doing that, say, okay, life happens. It's okay. I'm feeling this in this moment. I always tell y'all, stand 10 toes on your decisions. Stand 10 toes on your decisions. If don't nobody have no gun to your head forcing you to do nothing, nobody told you to go eat that burger. Nobody told you to answer the phone when such and such called you, when you knew they was going to get it. Nobody told you to do that. Nobody made you do that. So stand 10 toes on the decisions that you make. It don't matter whether it's a good decision or a bad decision. Stand 10 toes on that decision and say, okay, this is how I am feeling in this moment. I felt like my higher self today, so I chose the higher role. I felt like my lower self today, so I chose the lower role. And be ready or prepared for whatever consequence that comes to that. The problem that I see a lot of times is that we might stand 10 toes on our decisions, or 8 toes on our decisions, because you're not fully standing on it. If the consequences you don't like, then you start to place blame on other things. When you have a certain experience, and then you start to blame other people as to why that happened. Oh, such and such called me, and she always talking about drama, blah, blah, blah. You chose to answer the phone. You chose to answer the phone. So when you chose to answer the phone, take accountability for the choice that you made. Take accountability for that choice. And once you made that choice, be okay with whatever consequences come with that, because you did not have to answer the phone. Why is this person even accessible to you anymore? Why haven't you set up a boundary for that? And apply that to wherever else you need to apply it in your journey. To whoever else, to whatever project, whatever the case is. If it's things that you know are not if you know that you're not really that strong to be able to, you trying to stop smoking and drinking, but you steady going to your friend house who only smoke and drink and have no regard to you trying to fast. So they still passing you the blunt. They still, oh, it's just one shot. You still hanging around people like that, and you know what you're not trying to do. You know you're not trying to continue to do that. How is it their fault because they're passing you the blunt? You went to their environment. That's another thing. You have to stop trying to make people around you change. It's your responsibility to move yourself out of that environment. You can't make your environment change, but you can change your environment. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? You cannot change your environment, but you can change your environment. It is not the responsibility of the people around you to be able to manipulate and tiptoe around your fasting. It's a plus when you have people around you that support you. It's a plus when you have people around who are cheering you on and making sure, hey, nope, holding you accountable. Nope, I might be over here drinking, but I ain't offering you nothing. Shout out to the Rebirth Society. I see your diamonds down in the chat. But shout out to the Rebirth Society. But y'all have to understand that it's nobody's responsibility to tiptoe around what you're dealing with. That's how you start to, again, stop holding yourself accountable. When you continue to have that ownership in everything, I don't care who I'm around. Can't nobody, you could be eating a whole pig in front of me. That's not going to entice me to want to bite. One thing about it is if I put you in a room full of some crack, if you ain't a crackhead, you're not going to bite. You're not going to be fiending. You're not going to have a hard time putting it down. So we choose the garden we grow in. Absolutely. Or die. Or lack thereof. Because sometimes it ain't no growing being done. It's some barren ground. So but we still choose that. We choose where we want to be planted. So taking ownership of your journey, taking ownership of the decisions that you make, and showing yourself grace as you make those decisions. Every day is not going to be perfect, and that is okay. That's still a part of your growing process. But is every day that's not okay, are you reflecting on that? Which brings me to my next point. Make sure that you are oftenly or frequently reflecting. Are you frequently looking back at your day and saying, what did I do great today? If today was an amazing day for you, did you go back and look at why was today so amazing? Did you wake up with a prayer? Did you wake up with, some meditation? Did you listen to some good, house music when you was getting ready? Did you do your makeup? Did you put on your favorite perfume? Is that what got you had light traffic? You was running through all the green lights, one of those lights catching you red? What made today a great day? What made today? Did you start off drinking your water? Did you have a bowl of fruit? What made today a great day? And how can you do more of that? Did you make up your bed? Did you take a nice shower that morning instead of just taking it at night? I'm a morning shower person. I just am. But don't judge me, because people like, how you just be out? First of all, I work from home. I be at home. So I don't be outside all day. So when it comes to me being out, I'm usually outside when I rise, because that's when I go for my walks and I take a shower when I get back in the house. I'm a morning shower, because if I shower at night, it's not likely for me to shower in that morning, and I need my mind to be clear in that morning. So if you are a night shower a night showerer, if you're someone who takes showers at night, try taking it in the morning. And for those of y'all who work at night, or you have to go to a 9 to 5, then I'm pretty sure you still want to shower at night, which is cool or whatever, but at least try it. Take a cold shower before you go. But whatever it is, I say that to say, check in on what things made your day great when you're having a great day. It's not enough to just reflect on the bad days. A lot of people like to reflect on the bad days and let their bad moments, because I do not believe in bad days. I believe in bad moments that people allow to have a domino effect throughout their entire day. But there's no such thing as a bad day. And if it is a bad day, it's because you allow one scenario to ruin the rest of your day. And you said the morning showers hit differently? Absolutely. Like if I take a shower at night, it's because I didn't shower earlier that day, or because I can't sleep, or I worked out or something like that, or I can't sleep. That's the only time that I shower at night. But if I know I got a lot to do tomorrow, and I know I got to get up early or anything like that, I'm showering that morning, because it's not likely that I'm gonna get up and get my day started on a good note. But we have to make sure that we are constantly reflecting, not just on the bad. Yes, you want to reflect on the bad as well. Hey, my love. Koya be going in the comments, girl. Hey, love. How you doing, beautiful? But yes, y'all, we have to be able to reflect, even on the bad days. You want to make sure on the bad days, what happened today? What happened? Because I'm a very optimistic person. It's not likely that I can't see the good in something, even with what the outside world would kind of deem as something that's bad. I still don't necessarily look at things that are bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not often I'm in situations where I can't see the good in it. It's not often. Like I can't name anything off the top of my head, but you know, yes, I'm glad you caught me live as well. Welcome, love. And so, yeah, like we have to be able to reflect on the bad moments. If I had a bad moment, okay, you know, somebody cut me off in traffic. Okay, whatever. I probably need to slow down anyway. It might be a wreck ahead or something like that, and I needed to slow down. You know, if somebody, you know, doing something crazy, or somebody, you know, stereotyping me or whatever at the store when I'm walking around. So new sub here from Texas. I like your energy. Thank you, love. I'm in Texas as well. What part of Texas you in? So yes, you want to make sure that you are reflecting on your bad moments and ask yourself, was it really a bad moment or did I make it bad? Because some shit is just be life shit. Said Northeast. I don't know what part I'm in. I'm kind of new to Texas, but I know I'm north somewhere. But yeah, you want to make sure that you are analyzing your day and seeing if this was a bad moment, how could I have made it better? How could I have made it better? How could I have changed this scenario around? Because a lot of times when you operate out of love, you operate out of grace and showing empathy and things like that with other people. Sometimes it's just some life shit. Somebody cussing you out or somebody, you know, giving you attitude or whatever. I look at that. That's a reflection of your day. You're not about to fuck my day up just because you having a pissy day. Sorry, but let me render some love to you. Let me still greet you with a smile. Let me still not indulge in whatever bullshit you got going on, because that's gonna dictate my day, and nobody has that much power over me. Nobody has the ability to change my mood. I can change my own mood willingly, but nobody has the power to change my mood. So when it comes to even other people having experiences, or you experiencing things with other people, did you cause your bad day? Because most of the time the answer is yes. You chose to not laugh it off. You chose to not still move out of love. You chose to go to hell, you know. You know, they say they stoop low, you go lower. You chose to go to hell. You chose to stoop below the belt. And I'm not above going there when I got time. Because some days I got time. But even on the days that I got time, I'm still moving with love, because I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you because I know you got a pissy ass day. You ain't really hurting my feelings. I just know that it's bothering you, the fact that I'm clapping back. So on the days where I got a little time to be petty, on those days when I got that time, I'ma just have that time. But I want you guys to reflect on your day. I want you to make sure that you're reflecting on your day, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's indifferent. Get in the habit of reflecting your day, and that's going to help you go through your process. You said, I was just saying this. I'm not going to let nobody mess up my day, my week, or my year because somebody else having a bad day. Absolutely. It's the easiest form of manipulation. That's when you see trolls, and I guess I've learned this a lot more because I'm a content creator, but I have trolls in my comments all the time, especially when we on TikTok. It's always somebody just hopping in, talking about some off the wall shit, wanting a reaction. And that's another reason why I don't watch that many people's lives. Like, it's very few people that I watch their live streams, is because I'm not watching your live stream if you're not disciplined enough to ignore bullshit. Even with me, y'all know, Danny tell them, like, if we on TikTok and I got some trolls in the comments, I always tell y'all, never respond to the trolls. I got them. Because all I'm going to do is redirect the energy. And they're either going to leave or they're going to stay in to get the information that they came in there to get and shut the fuck up. One or the other. But when it comes to trolls, when it comes to people trying to manipulate the energy in the room to go negative, they can easily be controlled because all they want is a reaction, and I'm not giving it to them. I'm never going to give it to them. Because I'm trying to help, I'm trying to educate people, I'm trying to help people heal, and you coming in here on some crazy ass shit like that don't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm disciplined enough, and I can tell the people who aren't disciplined because you going off. Right, they be big mad. Oh, you're up here. I'm shuffling tarot. You chose time out of your day to get on my live stream to tell me I'm a demon and I'm going to hell, and Jesus is the key to all my problems, because I'm on here reading tarot for people who subscribe to a channel that reads tarot. And I say all the time, baby, if you want some gems, if you want some guidance, all you got to do is shut the fuck up and sit down. You ain't got to be up in here causing chaos, because you wouldn't be here if you if you wasn't listening to the message. You wouldn't have been here if you wasn't getting something from the message. Because I see when those people come in my live, they'll probably be on there for a good 15 to 20 minutes before they start saying some bullshit. And that's just because they're ready to get off or they want some attention. Don't give it to them. Apply that online and offline. Apply it online and offline. All right. So the third thing, we got show yourself grace. We got reflect on your day. Reflect as often as possible. And then number 3 is living with no regrets. I am a firm believer in living in a glass house. I live in a glass house. What I mean by that, and I say this carefully because there are people who, like myself, who are content creators who watch. There is a thin line between, being transparent and telling all your business. Social media does not know all my business, for sure. Does it know a good chunk of my business? Absolutely. And as I say this, I was watching a video. It was a TikTok right before I got on here, a few hours before I got on here, where this girl was saying a lot of consumers, they try to trauma bond. And it's crazy. I love when Spirit does a full circle, because earlier today I was saying, like, I don't like how I go to people's pages. I was just talking to y'all about the young lady who had fibroids. I go to the comments and I go look at her page, and then I go to her comments. That video had 1,000 some views, and I go to the comments, and it's a bunch of trauma bonding. But when you come with solutions that actually work, it's crickets. It's like nobody wants real solutions. Y'all would rather me, if I was to come, like, y'all, my page could have been a lot more popping. I could have been a successful or rich way longer if I led with trauma, because people love trauma. I am a solution-based person, so I'm going to lead with the solution. And a lot of people don't want solution because they can get under a post and they can, oh, I'm so glad you're making this. I'm glad you're speaking out about this. Like, and the post that the young lady was making on TikTok, she was saying that how people want you to, as a creator, they feel like if you're not posting your trauma, if you're not posting your downfalls as an entrepreneur, then you're not being real, that you're not being relatable. Why is the only thing that you can fucking relate to is trauma? You can't relate to nothing successful happening. You can't relate to nobody healing. You can't relate to nobody doing something good for themselves. Why can't you relate to anything positive? Why is it that we have to share trauma for you to feel like we're relatable? Oh, well, everybody isn't making 6 figures. Everybody isn't a content creator. So I want you to share your downfalls, share your hardships. And I say this a lot when it comes to people posting about entrepreneurs, make it seem like this is easy. Where the fuck have you ever seen an entrepreneur ever say entrepreneurship was easy? Show me. Nobody has ever said that. So when y'all say stupid shit like that, oh, well, entrepreneurs is making it seem like everybody telling people to be entrepreneurs the same way y'all told everybody to go to college. And it's the same thing. How is it a scheme? Nobody ever said this shit was easy. We said do it because you're going to get a bigger reward for it in the end. Nobody said this shit was easy. Nobody said it was easy. You chose to believe it was easy because you're looking at our life and you seeing us live stream, you seeing us post content, and you think that this shit is easy until you turn on that damn creator fund and you see that they start blocking your shit. You see that they ain't really paying you but pennies to go live every day. I go live on TikTok. That's why we on YouTube right now. I used to go live 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Y'all know, like the Rebirth Society that's in here, y'all know from TikTok, we used to be up all fucking night, vibing out. And at the end of the live, I cut that shit off and I made 80 cents. but I'm serving. I'm not looking at it as I'm doing this for the money. Fuck these platforms. These platforms don't pay me enough. These platforms don't pay me enough. I'm doing this because it's my purpose. And some of y'all look at what your healing journey, you're looking at your healing journey and you're forgetting that when it comes to your healing, it's going to take you to your purpose. You're not healing so that you can stay the same way you was. You was out of alignment. That's why you were sick. That's why you were traumatized, because you were out of alignment. When it comes to healing, you're going to be doing things that's more in your purpose. He said facts. TikTok live is always a vibe. Yeah, we gonna go live tonight. We gonna see if they gonna shut us down tonight. But I missed y'all on the TikTok vibe, so we gonna go live tonight. We gonna do some tarot readings, so y'all can follow us on TikTok or follow us over to TikTok once we get off of here. But yeah, y'all have to live with no regrets. When it comes to whatever decision that you're making, stand 10 toes on it. And when it comes to when I say live with no regrets or live in a hey baby girl, how you doing? Hey Kia. So yes, when it comes to, when I say living in a glass house, y'all have to be able to, this comes with shadow work. This comes with acceptance. This comes with forgiving yourself. But you have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and be okay with who you see. If you're not okay with who you see, you're easily triggered. You're easily manipulated. I can't stand being around people who feel like they always a victim. It's annoying as shit, because it's like, bro, what did you do to get yourself here? Everybody can't be the fucking villain. What did you do to get yourself here? Everybody ain't doing something to you. What are you doing to yourself? Oh, I told this guy my whole life story. I can't believe you, Erica Mena. I told you how I felt about being a single mother, and you made me a single mother twice. Bitch, you made yourself a single mother twice. You made yourself a single mother twice because you still looked at yourself as a single mother. So you attracted a nigga who looked at you as a single mother. How? How are we still not taking ownership of the things that we cause on ourselves at our big old age? Teenage years, cool. After high school, maybe. But you over 25, there's no excuse. You said, I'm working on living with no regrets and working on myself. Yes. You have to live with no regrets. When you live, there's a certain level of not only confidence, but there's a certain level of freedom that comes with living in your authenticity. At the end of the day, there is literally, I guarantee you, there's nobody on this planet who is doing better than you, who is judging you from your past. There is not one person on this entire planet who is doing better than you, who is judging you on your past, because everybody who's doing better than you understands that everybody has a past. Everybody that I know who's multimillionaires, who making, multiple six figures and things like that, all of them have a rocky past. And one thing about it is they know that they're truth. One thing that I always say to myself, and y'all know, because I'm always transparent with y'all. Like when I'm dealing with anything, or I just feel led to tell y'all what's going on in my life, I don't have a problem telling y'all. But when it comes to certain things, I know that it's a lot of people who feel like, they should be embarrassed of their past. For one, like I said, people love the trauma bond. So the more that you are transparent with people, the more that they see you as somebody who's real. The more that they trust you because you're being real and you're not out here acting like don't shit happen to you. Where the problem comes in is where people expect you to just tell everything that go on in your life. I was always taught not to look like what you're going through. I don't have to look like what I'm going through. It's a plenty of times my life is in fucking shambles. And I'm still on live every single night. I'm still teaching every single night. I'm still in my society, training and doing everything else, and you would never know. You would never know. The only time I even explain it is if I'd have missed a couple of days because of certain things, and I'll come back and I'm like, yeah, y'all, I was just in a car wreck yesterday, but we good. Like that's when you are moving in your truth. When you are moving in, one thing I always tell myself, I started doing this like last year or the year before last, since however long I've been in Texas, I started doing every time I felt a hardship or went through some adversity, I just started telling myself, damn, this is gonna be a good chapter in my book. I'm walking to the grocery store because my car is gone. My car done got repoed. I'm walking to the grocery store, which is not that far of a walk. But, I'm walking to the grocery store in the middle of the rain, walking back with bags full of shit because I'm vegan. So I got hella produce, and then I'm forgetting that I ain't got no car. So I got a watermelon. I got about 5 pineapples and shit like that. Like, god damn. I got all this stuff, and I got to walk back. It's a 10-minute walk. I'm walking in the fucking rain. And I'm just like, damn, this gonna be dope in my book. I can't wait. I can't wait. Like, people gonna feel this shit. And this is what I'm telling myself as I'm walking. As I'm walking in the fucking rain. Mind you, I don't mind walking in the rain because, it's good for the skin. But, I'm telling myself this as I'm walking home. Fingers all cracked up and shit from holding the bag. You say I'm buying a book too, girl. And I Spirit been telling me to go ahead and start it this year. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be done this year, but I'm starting it this year. But I've been saying that, like, people be wanting, y'all be wanting us to tell every single thing a part of our journey, but sometimes, nigga, we gotta get through the fucking journey. I can't tell y'all about shit that I'm going through if I ain't got through it yet. That's just me venting. That's just me being. And then I'm a solution-based person. So I don't really see too much of a point to be venting to people who can't fucking help me. So when it comes to me telling about something, I'm usually telling the whole story about it once I done got through it so that I can actually help you. It's not serving you at all, me telling you about some trauma that I went through that I still ain't overcome. Because you just gonna latch on to that and be like, yeah, I know. Just it be like that sometimes. It don't be like that because I'm gonna get through it. I'm not about to sit in this shit for months at a time. This not about to affect my whole day. By the time I get home, I'm grateful. Thank you. I'm glad my fucking legs work. Let me go put my foot in my little foot spa. I'm grateful. I still got a roof over my head. My lights and shit still on. I'm grateful. Where you moping the whole time, you crying, you can you come help me? Can you give me a ride? You wanting a side story. You wanting somebody to feel bad for you. I don't want nobody to feel bad for me. I'm thinking about this about to be a dope ass chapter in my book. Because this is not my ending. This is not my ending. And I tell y'all that if you know that you're gonna be successful, if you know that you are on a path that ain't nobody ever been through in your life, and you know the ending to your story is gonna be miraculous, you have to start looking at your life like a movie. Because that's all this shit is anyway. It's just a movie. It's just a book. It's just a storyline. You have to start looking at it like that. Like, what's gonna be the plot twist? The plot twist is I went viral yet again on Instagram. On YouTube. I went viral on YouTube, and now I got X amount of dollars because people hitting up my website, and now I'm going crazy. The plot twist is Oprah seen my video and went crazy, and now I'm on the show, and now it's always a plot twist. It's always a plot twist. You have to live your life on the edge of that plot twist. You see, I say that all the time. It's the game of life, basically. Right. You have to live your life with the intention of a plot twist happening. And when I say plot twist, that's a miracle. You have to leave room for a miracle to happen in your life. If you just want to be Debbie Downer, I can't stand no Eeyore ass person. Like your mood just always negative. Your mood just is woe is me all the time. Like, you gotta live your life so optimistic that people just think you fucking crazy all the time. That's living in a glass house. I don't care. I did fuck up. I don't care. My bank account is in the negative. But guess what? I'm still going to make 6 figures this year. I'm still going to serve this. I'm still going to serve. Like, when I finally met my mentor for the first time, who's a multimillionaire, by the way. When I finally met her the first time, I was following her for years. And she was following me on social media. But we had never met up before. So when I finally met up with her, and we was talking my numbers, and she was like, what your back office look like? I was like, I ain't even gonna front. Like, I be making like $400 a month. For real, for real. And she was like, girl, what? Cause she was like, all you need is like $5,000 a month, and that's all you need to make is like all you got to be making is 5,000 to get such and such. She was telling me to play, and I was like, I don't make that a month. And she was like, what you mean? It's only I said, I don't make that a month. I can't wait until you mentor me. I can't wait either. Come on, girl. Come on, sis. But she was like, what you mean you don't make that? I said, I don't. She was like, girl, I thought you was popping. I said, I am. What you mean? You thought right? I am. My bank account just ain't caught up yet. But I'm very much so popping. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And that was the kicker for me, because for one, I'm still very transparent. I've always been transparent with my audience. I've always been a truth teller. You said I'm in line too for you to mentor me. Come on, y'all. But even with me as a mentor, it helped. Oh, I'm spitting. Even with me as a mentor, that also helped me to realize, like, if people are following me, what example am I giving to them? Because I'm the type, even when I was mentoring, when I didn't have it like that, like even when I was mentoring, it was always, I can't teach you how to make money. I can teach you how to be free. The reason why I quit my job 2.5 years ago, and I was still making $400, maybe $1,000 on a good month. I was still making that, and I still was able to mentor and help people, is because I have the mindset of an entrepreneur. I know how to be free. I don't need all that extra stuff. I have been blessed. I don't live in nobody's hood. I don't ever go without anything, and I haven't worked a job. I've been a full-time creator for almost 3 years. And I was not making the money that I needed to make to sustain. But there's always a ram in the bush. There was always somebody just blessing me because I've sowed seeds. So I can teach you how to do that. And I feel like that's the fundamental. When the money started catching up, that's when I was like, okay, now I can teach strategies. I can teach all the other stuff. But right now, I still can teach you a very fundamental part of entrepreneurship, and it's the mindset. It's the mindset. Thank you, love. So that's number 3. Looking at the time, y'all, we got like 15 minutes. So number 3 is living with no regrets. And that brings me to number 4, which is forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself. That's how you start to be free. Can't nobody throw nothing in your face. Can't nobody make you feel bad about nothing. Can't nobody make you feel little about nothing if you've already forgiven yourself for it. Oh, she got, 5 baby daddies and 6 kids. And she's still a single mom. So fucking what? Forgive yourself for those decisions. That's not the end of your story. Because guess what? I know of plenty of women. My friend just went to Honduras for New Year. She was out there for like a week or so and got proposed to. She got 3 kids and 2 baby daddies. And she went to Honduras. And she got engaged while she was out there. Anything is possible. You said, we going to TikTok tonight. We gonna be on TikTok tonight, so we gonna be able to go a little longer. I'm do readings tonight on TikTok. But yeah, she went out there and she just out there on vacation and got proposed to, living her best life. She texted me like, girl, tell me why I just got engaged. I said, girl, you might as well have went ahead and got married so you can get your passport while you was over there. She's like, I'm just doing shit. I just be doing shit. I said, girl, live your life. Live your life. You never know. You never know when your next opportunity is, but you got to be at vibrating so high. You got to be vibrating so high and have that optimistic mindset that fuck it. I don't care what nobody say about me. I don't care. And one thing about it is, even with her baby daddies, like one thing about it is them niggas always wanted her. They still on her neck. All of them still want her back. Some of y'all be looking down on these women who got a whole bunch of kids and a whole bunch of baby daddies, but most of the time those be the wife material women, and men be just not be able to sustain them because they be leaving them. They be leaving them. It's not that the man don't want them, for sure. Something about a woman who still getting children, collecting baby daddies. One thing about it is that man was still there. He knew she had all them kids. Thank you, love. But yeah, you got to make sure that you are open. You have to make sure that you are receptive. Work on that heart chakra. Work on that heart chakra and work your way from your root up to the heart chakra, because that's where this stability comes from. You want to make sure that your safety is intact. You can't be abundant. You can't be flowing. You can't be free if you still worried about basic survival skills. So yes, get your money up, but don't let the money make you. Don't let the money take you away from you. And now you don't have time to do things for your personal development. You don't got time to build your spirituality. You don't got time to work on your health and your mental health. You don't got time for that. Don't let the money distract you from the things that are a necessity to you, because money is not important. Money is a tool. Money has no value. It is a tool that buys you valuable things like freedom, like electricity, like shelter. Those are the valuable things. The money itself is just a tool. So when you find yourself being deserving of those things, when you find yourself being deserving and truthful with yourself because you've forgiven yourself, you might have made a whole bunch of decisions before you knew who you were. Forgive yourself. You said, I've definitely been working on my chakras and started dating again. Yes! I love to see it, y'all. I've been trying to date again. Trying, honey. I've been trying to date again. I got to get myself back in the notion of it, but I've been having a couple talks with people and they just like, it's time. It's time. And I think it's time, but I don't think it's time. Like, I don't know. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it later. But I love to see it because this is the year that a lot of women are finding their divine partners. And despite what the media might say, a lot of us, you say you started dating with someone too. I like it so far. Yeah, be open to it. That's one thing that I want you guys to learn how to do, is just be open to experiences. Don't be at a point where you feel like, oh, this needs to look like this. It needs to feel like this. Like, enjoy the moment. If it's something that's good, go with it. If it's not, then let it go. But stop having so many expectations for things. Go and set your intention and let your intention ride it out. Because as long as you have pure intentions and you're not going into anything with, you might be trying to play games, you're trying to hurt me because you haven't forgiven yourself for dating whoever, you ain't forgiving yourself for being with Tyrone for all them years. He said he told me that he wants to take a spiritual bath. Get him right. Get him right, sis. Get him a bath. Please give him a bath. Please give him a bath. But yeah, you have to start forgiving yourself, ladies. And then lastly, but most definitely not least, focus on today. Focus on the present. Focus on right now. Live for today. We can plan for tomorrow, but I want you to live for today. So I went on a date with this guy. We connected. It was more than sex, but then he friend zoned me. That's fine. Take it as a compliment. You say you about to. Take it as a compliment. One thing so I be watching, not often, but sometimes he comes up in my For You. Stefan Speaks. I don't know if y'all know about him, but he's a relationship coach. And I was watching one of his last uploads, and he was talking, the girl who was asking him the questions, she was asking him about women who are celibate or abstinent or whatever. How do they date? Because a lot of them go into the dating world expecting guys to just respect that. And I love this answer, and I guess it was on my For You page because y'all know I'm on a journey of my own. But when I was watching it, he said that when you are dating and you are still abstaining, or you're dating and you're just not trying to lead with sex, you have to understand that you need to go from instead of saying you're trying to date, saying that you're trying to find friends. Don't go into the relationship like, oh, I'm looking for a husband, I'm looking for a boyfriend, I'm looking for nothing. Just say, I'm looking for a friend. I just want somebody to vibe out with. Because ultimately what you're doing is you're trying to hold the average guy to a God standard when they're not in their God mind. Don't let that go over your head. You're trying to hold, being abstinent, being celibate, those are God standards. That's a level of discipline that's in your God body. because most people are operating in their animalistic nature. So when you are rising above that and you are in your God consciousness, you have to understand that the majority are not are not practicing with their God mind. They are not out here thinking from a godly mentality. They're thinking in their animal nature. So when you are going out on dates and things like that, you need to go with the intention of, hey, we're just going to be friends. So that's what I do. I'm looking for friends, somebody I could vibe with. Right. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna use that because it makes so much sense. So him friend zoning you, that's perfect. Be his friend. Be his friend, because one thing about it is, and this is one thing he also said. He said that when it comes to a guy being interested in you, he pretty much knows very quickly whether he wants to pursue you or whether he just want to fuck you. He typically knows that offhand. And he said it's likely for you to be wifeable and go into just fuckable, but it's not likely for you to be somebody that he just wants to sleep with and goes into wife material. So with that being said, somebody who says, okay, I just want to be friends with you, that's somebody who still has in the back of their head, okay, I'm gonna wait for her to get her shit together. She might not, I might not be ready for her in that moment, or, you know, she might not be what I'm looking for right now because I'm trying to just play around and I don't want to do her like that. So look at that as a compliment. Because guess what? A man who still wants you, a man who sees you, for one, I don't care if you my friend or, you know, family or romantic partner, it don't really matter. You're still going to benefit from me being in your life. So even if you want to be just friends, you're still going to benefit from this friendship just because I'm an asset to anybody I'm connected to. They're going to start to see you in a different light when you still showing up as your friend. And one thing about it is, when you say friend zone, make it a legit friend. Make it legit platonic. Meaning that when you going out on dates, I have homies that, you know, they still like me and I know that they like me, but I've told them verbally multiple times, like, we are just friends. It's never going to be anything more than that. And they just feel like they're waiting for their shot. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But it's plenty of times where I'm about to go on a date and they happen to hit me up and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting dressed, I'm about to go on a date, and I'll be like, oh, wish me luck, or he's like this or whatever, what you think or whatever. Like, I'm asking him about other guys because I want you to know it's not that I'm trying to keep nothing from you anyway, because I don't owe you nothing, but I definitely want you to know that this is how I talk to my friends. If I was on the phone with my homegirl, that's what we would be talking about. So you are my friend, so I feel like I could talk to you in that way. You'll start to see when guys can handle it and when they can't handle it, because they're going to stop calling. They're going to stop hanging around because they can't handle just being a friend. Oh, so you wanted us to be friends, but you didn't want us, you thought we were still going to have sex. That's what it was. So I said, he asked about going on a date again. I was like, friends don't go on dates, we can hang out. Right. We can hang out. We could just chill, but it's not a date. It's not a date at all. we can go shopping at Target together, but going out or a romantic dinner and things like that, friends don't do that. I mean, technically you do, because I do go on out, like, you know, romantic dates with my friends, my girlfriends. Like, we can go out into a nice place or whatever, but the vibe is different. So I would just make it very much known that we are friends. I don't mind just being friends with you, but a lot of guys throw that friend around because they want you to know that they don't want any commitment. But if we're gonna be friends, we're gonna do what friends do, which is nothing, a bunch of nothing. So yes, you guys, that's all I have for you guys tonight. I hope that this information was helpful for y'all. Make sure y'all give it a thumbs up if it was. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that y'all can get more vibes like this, because we do go live Monday through Friday here on the channel. And all of it helps. All the comments, all the shares, all the likes, all of that helps. So I thank y'all so much for vibing with me tonight. I do appreciate it. And let me know down in the comments if this does help, if you try any of this and it's helping you on your healing journey, or let me know where you are on your healing journey. And I definitely read my comments. So let me know down in the comments. Always love. So y'all give me about 10 minutes. I'm about to go drink some water or whatever, and then meet me over at TikTok at my snack shop. Y'all know we ain't gonna be over there long either. We ain't gonna be up all night. We're not gonna be over there long because it's still fuck TikTok. But I'm Absolutely, love. You are so welcome. But yeah, y'all can head over to TikTok and we're gonna do a couple readings tonight. And I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a great night. Bye.